The fans showed up and showed out tonight. That's the first thing I want to say in a game that was plentiful of quite a lot of excitement. That's the best way I can say it. 22 lead changes. This game was tied 15 times. The Hawks could not keep up, losing 128 to 120. I want to take it to the last 5 minutes of the game. Take a look. Right under 5 minutes here, you'll see Hawks up 3. But Atlanta's own Jaylen Brown hit a triple to tie things up at 113. The Wheeler alum from Marietta, Georgia, had 32 points on the night. The Celtics hit 3 threes in a row to go up by 6 and stay up. 4 of their last 6 buckets were threes. The Hawks went cold late in the fourth quarter. Boston outscored the Hawks by 10 points in that final quarter, and that was the difference in the game. Trae Young, guys, his 4th straight game with at least 30 points. It was the Trae Young from 2 years ago, I got to say, taking it back all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. We saw him have a heck of a postseason run, and that was the start of what we were seeing in this series. Postseason Trae Young is back, but now we look towards the future. The Hawks will look towards the future. Will they decide to keep Trae Young after all of those rumors that are out saying that they might be willing to move on from him? With the new head coach Quinn Snyder, he'll be able to do things his way from now on, and you got to see that during the playoffs. You got to see how this team started to change and change for the better. He's one of the better coaches in the NBA. So now, starting tomorrow, we will definitely see what the Hawks do this offseason to improve for next season. The first round is not enough. That is not good enough for these Hawks. But, guys, they certainly did not lay down tonight in front of a crowd that was wild for them. Reporting live from State Farm Arena, Emily Gagnon, Atlanta News First.
And, Emily, regardless of tonight's outcome with...
You know, it's a dream situation for me tonight. The first round of the NFL draft and Game 6 of the Celtics Hawks. Of course, the Hawks have to win tonight to move on. I got to say, right now, Rick, you said it, the Falcons are on the clock with the 8th overall pick. We were told earlier this week by Terry Fontenot, the general manager, and Arthur Smith, the head coach, that they could move up or move back. Obviously, they did not move up. They could still move back. Their philosophy is to take the best player available, not necessarily who they need. That might mean that at number 8, if they do stay there, Jalen Carter, the former defensive tackle at UGA, he might be the best player available right now. Would the Falcons take him, given all of the off-the-field issues he's gone through in the last few weeks? He is widely considered to be the most talented defensive tackle in this draft class. We'll just have to wait and see. They might make the pick while I'm talking to you live. But let's take a live look into a watch party right now. Broderick Jones, the former UGA offensive tackle. I expect 3 former Dogs to hear their names called tonight, and that is Jalen Carter, Broderick Jones, and of course, Nolan Smith. There could be more, but at least 3 will be taken tonight. 3 former Dogs' dreams come true will absolutely happen tonight. But once again, guys, the Falcons on the clock right now at number 8. We will see what Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith do, but as of right now, they have yet to announce it. Reporting live from State Farm Arena, Emily Gagnon, Atlanta News First. Tracy, you know what they say about the playoffs, right? It doesn't become a series until the away team takes one away from the home team. Well, that's exactly what the Hawks did in Game 5, and we already saw the Celtics do it in Game 4. So both teams have been able to win away from their home in this series. I got to say, Trae Young really showed up in that Game 5. We'll see what he does tonight. But the Hawks do get one of their prized possessions back tonight in DeJounte Murray. He's out here right now warming up. Trae Young's running mate, you know, that chemistry they've been having during the playoffs, specifically in Game 3 and 4, has been outstanding. You know, Murray, he was suspended for bumping a ref after Game 4 Sunday night, and he had to watch that Game 5 win from home. So, guys, getting Murray back gives this Hawks team a huge boost. Young won't have to necessarily carry the team on his back tonight.
I don't know exactly where he watched it. I know he was piped into the locker room via FaceTime or Zoom or whatever. I don't know the specific technology we used to get him there, but I did see his face occasionally. I'd be walking around.
Adding a guy like DJ, great player in his own right, and assist him in what we've been doing in our team. My role definitely changes a little bit. Just hoping I can stay in rhythm and knock down some shots.
All right, so the Hawks get DJ back, DeJounte Murray. They're also back at home, so they have home court advantage. I will say that made all the difference in their win here. Game 3, Game 4 felt more like a Celtics home crowd, so that might be one of the reasons they lost. But tonight, you better believe it's a sold-out crowd. 41 of 44 games here at State Farm Arena this season have been sold out. That is a record. We will see what the Hawks can do. Can they force a Game 7? That's coming up at 8:30. Reporting live from State Farm Arena, Emily Gagnon, Atlanta News First. She always is, isn't she? Listen, the Hawks, they forced a Game 6. Tonight, they hope to force a Game 7, working in their favor. Home court advantage in Game 3. I really think it determined that win for the Hawks. It was bonkers in here. Game 4, not so much. The crowd was more of a Boston crowd, so the team is leaning on the crowd here tonight, hoping that they cheer them on and give them a little bit of a boost. I can say 41 of 44 home games have been sellouts this season. That's a State Farm Arena record. Since the Hawks are home sweet home, you won't hear those distasteful Trae Young chants. But Young says it's actually a sign of respect. Not every away crowd is doing that for all players. John Collins, who's been critical of the home crowds this season, says it could still be better.
It's always good, I mean, still didn't like it. ATL, we had some chance for the, of the squad again. But, our ATL fans are showing up and showing out. I just hopefully we see less green in there tonight.
It was huge for us. We even talked about it as a team. We were like, that's probably the loudest we heard, State Farm in a while. So hopefully they bring that same energy tonight because it's going to be much needed.
All right, so the Hawks want the city to rally behind them. I got to say, DeJounte Murray, he's back after a one-game suspension. He bumped a ref after Game 4, did not play in Game 5. He's back tonight. He did say that in Game 3, it felt like he was playing in Atlanta. The crowd was that loud. Reporting live from State Farm Arena, Emily Gagnon, Atlanta News First.
It's going to be louder in here.